My name's Dominic DeRubis from Pennsylvania. Learned a trade, started in 1956. I'm 77 now, still doing the trade. Basically today we're going to talk basically about the trowel and the hammers and the chisels. In the masonry trade, the trowel is probably the tool that you'll have in your hand 90% of the time. Except if you're in the stone trade, you're going to have the hammer in your hand about 60% of the time. So we're going to talk about the trowel. It's very, very important to know how to handle this trowel and hold it. And the main thing in holding a trowel is the thumb. The thumb is so important in holding this trowel. There's a correct way to hold it. It's get underneath the trowel, get under the handle, and have the thumb on top of the furrow. You have to be able to do this with the trowel so you can string your mortar, especially for brickwork. For stonework, it's a carrying device to carry the mortar to the wall. With brickwork, it's a little bit more finesse, and you have to learn how to string mortar, so it's important to have the thumb on top of the trowel. It has to be a one-piece metal the whole way into the handle. It can't be spot welded. You could use it, but it won't hold up. So it's very important to have a good tool, and it's very, very important to have a clean tool. I keep my tools clean every day of the week. And from the trowel, we'll go to the next important, is your hammer. And this is basically a brick hammer for a brick mason. This hammer is only to cut brick. It's not to strike a chisel, it's not to pound nails, it's basically to cut a brick. And it's a real quick snap of the wrist, and it's a cut, okay? Now if I see a cut in the wall that's very uneven, and I'm doing historic preservation work, I know it's a brick hammer cut. I'm going to cut my brick with a brick hammer. But this hammer, even this end, you think you'll be pounding with it, that's the cut of brick. You use the edge, and now you cut the brick in half. So this hammer is strictly to cut brick. It's not to pound on the chisel. For one thing, it's too sharp, the edges are square, and it'll basically hurt your hand. Now this hammer is definitely the hammer to hit the chisel. This is a striking hammer, and it's a mash hammer. Blunt, more edge here to hit. You'll hit the chisel with little taps. So this hammer is your mash hammer, and it's a striking hammer. And this is an important tool. This is a plugging tool that you dig out the joints. And especially for brickwork, this tool doesn't graduate. It's the same thickness, so it goes into the joint, and you can clean out your joint better with these tools. So these are our three main tools that we have to have in our box.